Today on The Gebs 24, we dive into Sega Supplies, a never-before-seen shop on the show. If you like your sealed PlayStation stuff and sealed Nintendo Switch and just all-out awesomeness, you guys are in for a treat. Sit back and enjoy this awesome episode. We've made it! 8 miles down the road from the last episode of Vintage Gamer, which was a banger shop. We're going to check out Sega Supplies, never before seen on this channel. It's a bit more thrifty, lots of antiques, but there's lots of retro. And I just drove past the window and it's packed full of games, so I'm hoping we're good. Now, we're parked in KFC car park and I think you get 2 hours. So after, I'm going to be an hour in here, going to grip a coffee, and then we're getting back to the Lady Lounge. So I say, we bang the camera and we just double check the parking restrictions. We get the hell out of here. Let's go. So if you do come, it looks like you can park there, but unfortunately there was no parking, which is a damn shame. I'm going to double check with the guys in the shop though that it is actually free at KFC, because like I said, I've had loads of parking tickets recently, none of which were my fault. Trust me, that is the case. But we'll have a look round. Looked pretty small. Hoping I'm not mistaken. And it's right here with all the games in the window, as you can see, and VHS as well. Oh, even Specky. I said this in Monday's episode. I see Spectrum games everywhere. But this is Sega Supplies, and we're going to dive in. Right, so we've made it in, guys. Just a quick 360. Are these all like VHS? Yes. So it's a great way to store the games. They do look really good. They do look really good. But we've got kind of VIP access in the back as well. So is there some nice rare stuff in the back?
Oh, there'll be soft bits and bobs.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. But no, it's cool. It's a cool little place. We've got the clock in the Rule of Rose, which you've kind of seen quite a bit recently. Oh, I tried to play this on the PS5. Didn't enjoy it, but it's got a huge fan base online. So it's kind of like a weird Japanese horror game, guys. That is White Day. Oh, some nice Switch stuff in. Pandora's Tower on the Wii. That is obscure as hell. Nice. We're just talking about comics, how randomly you just kind of come across them. Got some Sonic stuff, bit of Assassin's Creed. Of course, we've got the new Assassin's Creed game dropping soon. So, oh, nice. But I think the artwork definitely looks the best on this one. Good old Blanca. Let's go through some PS1 stuff then. So this is a game that we used to play a hell of a lot of as kids. If Matt's watching, Matt will know this. Bit of Carmageddon. What else we got? I saw Gex there at the corner of my eye. I was like pulling this out. Gex. No, Gemma, this is Fighting Force. Should have been Streets of Rage 4. This was pitched as Streets of Rage 4, but it was declined by Sega, so Core made it into Fighting Force, which is, I think, a really cool story. It's a great standalone game as well. Of course, Bullet. It is a good game, actually, on the PS1. Hate it on the Super Nintendo, but really good on the PS1. Of course, you got the classic double case PS1 Metal Gear Solid, when you could get 2 for 30 quid, probably like a HMV job or something. Sound. And then we got even more PS1 down here. Hello, Stella. You are a beautiful girl. She was so friendly when I walked in. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello. You're saying hi to Team 24. You are so pretty. You're so pretty. Bless her. Hello, baby. Come on, Stella.
Go straight through.
Straight
Only
through
really
there.
go one way.
Come on then, baby. Come on. We're going into the. Oh, look at that. This is the rare item, is it? This is the.
It's probably my favourite item.
What is it?
It's a Honda Moto Compo.
Honda Moto Compo.
Japanese only jobber.
Oh wow.
It
Wow.
folds flat.
Does it?
Yeah, that's in the up position. That's in the going to the pub position.
That's in the going to the pub position.
Yeah, in the down position. It's in the coffee table.
Coffee table. Never seen one before, but this is cool. You got like tons and tons more PS4 stuff back in here. Absolutely loads.
Audit.
The Castlevania collection. Wow. Loads of stuff. How come is this all for sale or is it just not out yet?
Everything's for sale except the
Everything's
dog.
for sale. Oh, mate, trust me, I love
Everything's for
my
sale
dog.
except the dog.
The Castlevania collection in there. Look, that is a banger game.
Upstairs as well.
We got an upstairs as well.
For that.
Oh, no. It's Mega Man 11. Oh, it's all the juicy bits, isn't it? Unreal. Wow, we've even got some like DVDs in as well. My goodness, kind of looks like we got like tons. It's like limited run stuff mainly, isn't it?
I've got a box of limited run just in the corner there as well. And there's
Where?
a lot of limited run stuff on this shelf.
Yeah.
Anyway, but there is a box full of limited, well, what's left of it in that corner box there.
Did you just get it cheap, just like nice and cheap, or did someone just like bring it in? Check it out.
Is there any cheap limited run stuff?
Well, no, no.
Go
on.
Yeah, it says on the box. There we go. Undeliverable. It was like lost in the world mail or something.
You got
been
a
all
box.
over the show. It has.
That's just been around the houses and you've bought it, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
let's have a
it's
little
all the little
sift.
histories on there of where it's been and all that. Yeah, it's been all over the show.
Okay. So this is the undeliverable box of limited run. What do we have? Let's try to kind of sift through. We have got, I can't even pronounce that, Alvastia Chronicles, Dark Quest 2, Antiquia Lost. Wow, I just love this kind of, it's just so random, innit? It's just totally random stuff, which I'm all for random stuff. Bad North. Yeah. Mate, look at that. And then, yeah, and then a lot of it is just, is this all sealed? No, this is not sealed, is it? It's just, oh, this is all sealed?
Yeah, it's all sealed. Everything in the back's sealed.
The Song of Life. Wow.
You needed 20 copies, don't you?
Of course you do, yeah. Helmut. What is that random game? That looks a bit random. I love the pixel art on that. That looks really nice, yeah. That looks cool. What else we got in? The Devil May Cry Definitive. Oh, this is fantastic. Some quite obscure stuff as well, like Crypt of the Necro Dancer. I just love to see these random little bits. Is it? Is it really? It's in the Zelda universe.
Word on the grapevine, anyway.
Wow, that looks cool. And then Chernobylite, yeah, I've got this as well. We got Yakuza Like a Dragon. Gaffer's Choice, nice. This was actually recommended to me in one of my guest spots from Tom from the Game Older podcast, which was pretty gnarly. We got even more stuff here. What is this beaut? The Elden Ring Collector's Edition. What on earth? I mean, look at all this stuff. You just don't see it like in this like quantity. And again, it's just like all at the back. Final Vendetta Collector's Edition on PS4 and on PS5. Flipping heck. Even just got like random Mega Man stuff. Let's put this down here. So we got like Dr. Wily, Leaf Shield, random copies of PS1 games in, and PS4. Okay, I'm just seeing more and more stuff, like the amount of copies of Skyward Sword. I mean, that's just as what I can grab. Factory sealed. I mean, if you do want any factory sealed stuff, get yourselves down to Sega Supplies, guys. Of course, we'll link them in the description. I know a lot of the kind of, especially like the limited run stuff, people do go nuts for. There's just so much of it in. You kind of like don't know where to look. What is this one? Just like Clive and Wrench Collector's Edition. Never even heard of it. We got the Dark Souls trilogy. Daymare 1994. That is a really good horror game. System Shock. Been playing through that on my PS5, which is awesome. This was a real letdown. Streamed this on the Switch. Took me about an hour, paid full price for that. Took about an hour to complete. Ugh, such a shame that was like a missed opportunity. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Flipping heck. Again, factory sealed. Hello, little one. Hello, baby. Aren't you just a pretty girl? You are so nice. You are very kind. You are so lovely. Oh, bless her. Clocked some N64, just the one little bit of total football management, random bits. Oh, random SimCity. This is why I love doing this, because you just see random stuff. What's this? Even Ocarina of Time 3D, sealed. It's all sealed. Sonic Unleashed, sealed. Sonic, Sega Stars, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, sealed. Sonic Generations, you're not going to believe it, guys, sealed. Just clocking some more random stuff over here. What do we got? Oh, the classic Ridge Racer Evolution, of course.
Yeah, if you wanted to have a dig.
Let's have a look. It's been told.
Decent little heavy hitters, you know, mixed in with it as well.
On the Amiga at the bottom, people will eat this
mainly
alive,
all
like
Amiga,
Turrican.
Oh yeah,
Turrican 2.
Anything Turrican can't go wrong.
Oh wow, people are going to love this.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Shadow of the Beast, Kickoff 2, SimCity. I mean, look at it. Oh my goodness gracious.
There's a bit of specky stuff and Amiga, Amstrad maybe mixed in there.
All modged in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow. And then consoles at the back.
Yeah, a few bits and pieces.
Obviously, it's always good to have an obligatory box of controllers.
Random box.
You have to have a random box of stuff.
There's stuff around here, believe me. No shortage of that.
Nice. Got some wicked stuff in. Really, I've got some wicked stuff. I just love how random everything is. Do you know what I mean? Even more like.
Things, so people bring me random things now, you know?
Yeah. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video. So we have picked some things from the back, and I'm told that there's like a plethora of retro gaming manuals upstairs. So, oh, what is this? My brain is in overdrive. Random case of Super Buster Move 2. But before we look at that, random case of Super Nintendo manuals all upstairs. So give them a message, again, linked below, Sega Supplies, and then you can kind of ask for whatever manual you want to ask for. But check out how nice this box art is, guys. Look at that. I've never seen that before. That's beautiful. Just clocked a Strider 2 in as well. Wonder if that has the manual. Got some Shinobi down there. Oh, a bit of Space Gun as well. You don't kind of see this around that often. And I think that artwork is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a cool, quirky place that was. When we get back to the Lady Lounge, I'll show you exactly what I've picked up. And I love Stella. She's dead cute. Little doggy. It's always nice to see doggies out and about. I'm going to head home now. Hopefully we'll make good time and get back and show you guys some really cool stuff.
5 minutes later.
Time to get a coffee for the trip back. I could really splash out and overfeed myself with KFC, but I don't want to. Hence massive weight loss since October. I've lost 5.5 kilograms since October. Probably trying to kind of eat like 80% good, like clean, and 20% crap. Whereas before it was probably 80% crap and 20% clean. But that's now changed because of the pre-diabetes. Got a blood test next week, so hopefully that will be reversed. I hope so, because I've been working so hard to try and get that reversed. We're just in a queue at the moment. So yeah, let's do this. Back at base from Sega Supplies. Really great place, actually. Really great place. So we're going to head up into the Lady Lounge in a minute. But I wanted to kind of show you what I'd picked up first then. So this is a bit of a random one. I've just actually opened this. It says on the back, Argos Distributors Ireland Limited. Interesting. So picked up a sealed copy of Like a Dragon. Now everybody was raving about how good this was, wasn't they, Molly? My dog's hair. Everybody was raving about how good this actually was, and again, it was recommended to me by Tom from Game Molder Podcast, and even like the staff in there were like, you know, this is really good. And I thought, you know what? It's sealed, and he gave it to me for 15, and it's got a sticker on it that says Gaffer's Choice. For those of you that don't know what a gaffer is, if maybe you're in America, gaffer means boss. So this is highly recommended, and it was the only copy in there. So we snagged that. Now, another game that you saw me pick up was actually recommended, and I'm sorry I didn't even catch the gentleman's name that owns Sega Supplies. I'm so rude, I'm so sorry. But he did say that this Crypt of the Necro Dancer was heavily kind of based on the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. So being an absolute avid fan of the Super Nintendo and of course of that game, I kind of thought that this was a no-brainer. It looks like a top-down, pixelated adventure RPG. It says slay the Necro Dancer, delve into dungeons in this hardcore rhythm-based roguelike. Can you defeat the Necro Dancer and recapture your still beating heart? It looks wicked, and it says includes DLC amplified, so that one's going to be really, really interesting. And then finally, I'm a huge fan of the guys over at Bitmap Bureau. Final Vendetta, of course, is very much in the vein of a side-scrolling beat-em-up. If you love Final Fight, Streets of Rage, you will love Final Vendetta. You really, really will. Now, I have the one up from this, the edition up from this on the PS4, but and of course it's backwards compatible, but I don't have the PS5 variant. And of course in this you get these like cool character cards, and you get the soundtrack, which is absolutely mint. And I do believe that Bitmap Bureau are one to watch as an indie developer. Of course, they did Xeno Crisis, which I talked about in a recent video, and I've been asking them for ages, are you going to bring Final Vendetta to the Super Nintendo? Now, I'm waiting for Mike, one of the directors that created Bitmap Bureau, to get back to me to do an interview on my website over at juicygamereviews.com. And in that interview, I ask about the Super Nintendo version of this. I'll be interested to see what he comes back with. So you need to go and check out my website and check out that interview. Hopefully it will be out soon. So that is wicked, and I'm very happy with my purchases. But now let's head on up to the Lady Lounge. Or are we going to go to the Lady Loft? Lady Loft or Lady Lounge? We'll go Lady Loft. But first we need a quick pit stop to Smith's Toys to pick up this. Yes, indeed, Monster Hunter Wilds with the awesome lenticular case. That looks amazing. I was holding off on this. Reason is, I haven't played a Monster Hunter game in quite some years, and I was like, do I get Avowed? Or do I go for Monster Hunter Wilds? And this just seemed so much more appealing. Now, recently I've discovered that watching gameplay of games gives me so much more value compared to watching reviews, which are often scripted to the point where it makes me cringe and it literally ruins the ebb and flow of what I actually want to see. So I'll just hop on a Let's Play channel or a live stream and I will make my own mind up. And I did that with this and I was thoroughly impressed. So I'm going to be enjoying some of this off stream. So I'm going to be playing this downstairs in the Lady Lounge in my downtime that I actually very rarely get anyway, but nonetheless, I am now the proud owner of this, and Molly is barking because she knows she's about to go out for a walk. But first, we have a very special guest with a very high production video of his game room tour. We're going to head over to Jam, a valued Team 24 member and long-time subscriber. Jam, take it away.
Here comes a new challenger!
Hello everybody, I'm back again. Gemma, thank you very much for having me back on your channel. And for Team 24, I'm going to do a quick tour of my games room. I will pull a few items I think may be interesting to show off. So yeah, let's go. So much like other people's games room, it is an evolution over time. You gain more, space becomes an issue. Believe it or not, behind these games and these displays, there are 100 amiibos. If I pull these games off, behind each one there are amiibos. Every single Smash Brothers amiibo released I have. I'm not going to get out, I do apologise, but not long ago I reinforced these shelves and it took me a day to put everything back together. So down the middle of the shelves I've got like a Nintendo display, Switch on the left and some trinkets. I've got a mix of like Switch and GameCube in the middle. On the far right, my favourite set to collect for the Super Nintendo. Also a display on top of my shelves as well, which display my oversized special editions like my Street Fighter 6, Uncharted 4. Got a few consoles up there, my Street Fighter 2, Super Nintendo, my Street Fighter Fight Stick, and a few special edition controllers too. So behind the door I've mounted some thinner shelves so I can get more games up on the wall. So at the top you got my steelbooks, in the middle you got different variants of games and special editions. Got my Game Boy Advance, got my Street Fighter Kid Robot figures, and you might see this quite a lot in this tour, Jigglypuff. I'm not heavy into Pokemon, Jigglypuff is just my main on Smash Brothers. Somehow I own a collection of Jigglypuff cards and a few plushes. I also have a nice PC, but if I'm being honest with you, I don't game on it that much because I prefer console gaming. It's just far less hassle. Most of the time when I'm on PC, I'm talking to my friends on Discord, I'll sometimes stream, or I'm using my second monitor for my Switch. Moving on to my consoles, got my PS5 hooked up to my TV at the moment. We've got my Japanese Spice Orange GameCube, I absolutely love that colour. My pink PS2 Slim, next to it my American NTSC GameCube, PS1 with a few controllers on charge, and if we move over to the left of the room, got my retro area, my CRTs hooked up to my SNES, my NES and my PAL GameCube. This is where it all began. Street Fighter 2 was the game that gave birth to my passion for gaming. This evolved into everything you see behind me, and I do still collect for Street Fighter. You probably saw quite a bit of it in my collection. I've got sticker books, figures, games, movies, the lot. The nostalgia for Street Fighter 2 hits hard for me. One other really cool game in my collection, which is one of my greatest games of all time, and I'm really excited to talk to you all about it because it's not very well known and I'd like to show it more love. It is Guitaru Man. So this is a rhythm game. The soundtrack to it is unbelievable. The story is charming. It's aged like a fine wine. But you can't find it anywhere. I traipse around the retro games fairs. I think I've seen it once. I don't even own a PSP, but I bought the PSP version because of how much I love this game. It's one of the best games ever made. And if you don't believe me, the official PlayStation 2 magazine's Hot 100 Games will tell you otherwise. Another cool thing I have in my collection is to do with one of my other favourite games of all time, so Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I always loved collecting the camos in this game, but you cannot collect all the camos in this game without having the soundtrack, which unlocks the final camo, the Australia camo I think it's called. You have a CD in here, put in your PS2, which loads on the final camo for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I also have a few special Smash controllers. So this variant was released for Smash 4 on the Wii U, and this was released in North America and Europe. But one we didn't get to buy over here was this one, which is the Asian one, which is just the polar opposite. It's the white one, but this was the Asian territories colour. I'll leave you with one more set of items in my collection that I hold dear. I do have some miscellaneous amiibos as well as my Smash Brothers ones. Like I've got the Mario Maker one, the 35th anniversary Pixel Mario. I've got a Kirby one, but these two are quite special. They have a nice story behind it. So when me and my now wife got engaged, my good friend Jack got me and the wife Mario and Peach from Mario Odyssey in their wedding outfits. Almost as important as the dog's toy box. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour of my games room, and Gemma, thank you for having me back on. You're a star. Team 24, I'll catch you guys in Gemma's stream chat, and back to Gemma in the Lady Lounge or the Lady Loft.
Really enjoyed that, and I said to him in the Twitter DMs, I love the dogs as well, so thank you so much, and let us know what you think of Jam's game room as well. And Callum Retro Ghetto appeared in Monday's video as well, and I accidentally cut off the last second, literally maybe second and a half of his clip, because I'd added a transition to it and then removed it because it shortened the clip and forgot to pull the clip to extend it again, so I do apologise. He talked about his top 3 most expensive Super Nintendo games, and it was brilliant, absolutely amazing. So go and check Monday's episode, and you'll also see Retro Ghetto's segment as well. But yeah, it's really popping off here. We've got loads of retro game hunts planned. Just a quick one from me as we close this video out. And I just want to say thank you so much for the ongoing support. It means everything to me, whether or not you support me here on YouTube or you come over to the Friday, Saturday and Sunday night live streams on Kick. It is massively appreciated. We're going to be predominantly at base for next week's videos because we've got a lot kind of still to kind of go through and sort out, and then we'll just back out and about in the field. Got some wicked stuff planned, so I'm excited to take you guys along with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.